Welcome back, loves. In today's video, we're stepping into the earthy, effortless world of the Granola Girl aesthetic, that cozy, trail-walking, sun-soaked vibe for all my nature-loving souls out there. It's outdoorsy, warm, and totally laid back like a mix of hiking boots, oversized flannels, and fresh mountain air. If you're the kind of girl who's all about slow mornings, forest walks, and styling outfits that feel both adventurous and calm, this aesthetic is definitely for you. All right, so let's talk about it. What actually is the Granola Girl aesthetic? Well, the Granola Girl aesthetic is all about embracing the outdoors and living in harmony with nature. It's carefree, earthy, and inspired by the wilderness, but in a way that still feels intentional, soft, and grounded. She's that adventurous girl you can take on a weekend camping trip or an early morning hike. She's cozy but fearless, always ready with a journal, a thermos of herbal tea, and probably a dog by her side. She's definitely a tree hugger, the kind who deeply cares about protecting the environment, loves animals, and shops eco-friendly whenever she can. She supports sustainable brands, reuses everything, and always tries to leave the earth a little better than she found it. This aesthetic is like a cozy mix of campcore, cabincore, earthcore, naturecore, and the eco-aesthetic with a little touch of soft girl and clean girl mixed in. It's not polished or overly curated. It's natural, relaxed, and full of warmth. The Granola Girl is chill, laid back, and deeply in tune with herself and the earth. She finds beauty in the small things: forest walks, sunrises, trail mix, fresh air, and thrifted flannels. Her personal style reflects that wild, earthy softness. It's not about being trendy. It's about being real and comfortable in her own skin. So, if you're someone who feels at home in nature, loves adventure, and wants your style to reflect your values and your love for the earth, this aesthetic might just be so you. Now let's get into the Granola Girl's fashion style, because she's all about that perfect mix of nature-loving meets cozy, carefree cool. Her style is effortlessly layered, always functional, and still super cute. Everything she wears feels intentional, grounded, and a little wild, just like her. Depending on the season, especially in that late summer into early fall transition, she's always prepared. Whether she's heading on a trail walk, hitting the local co-op, or journaling in the park, she knows how to layer up without losing her sense of style. Let's start with the tops. She's a huge fan of flannels, soft, oversized, slightly faded. They're a total go-to. And when it gets colder, you already know she's pulling out those patterned knit sweaters. The chunkier, the better. They give that cozy, outdoorsy feel that looks like she thrifted it from an old mountain cabin closet. And don't even get me started on oversized hoodies. She wears them like a pro. It's that perfect balance of comfort and laid-back charm. Then when fall fully hits, she's layering with zip-up fleeces or her trusty puffer vest, both cute and practical. As for tees, she keeps it simple. Think soft, slightly worn vintage graphic tees, often with retro campcore energy or forest-friendly slogans like "Protect the trees" or "Leave no trace." Anything that looks like she found it at a roadside national park gift shop is totally on brand. For bottoms, it's all about comfort and durability. In late summer, she might throw on denim shorts, bike shorts, or stretchy leggings. But once the chill sets in, she's reaching for her well-worn jeans, cargo pants, or wide-leg sweatpants, always paired with cozy wool socks. And yes, everything has pockets. That's a non-negotiable for this girl. And when it's deep into that crisp, golden fall, she'll pull out a light puffer jacket or a retro windbreaker, something that not only keeps her warm, but also blends perfectly with the changing leaves around her. One thing to remember about Granola Girl fashion: it's never flashy or synthetic. She's all about natural-feeling fabrics, soft cotton, fleece, cozy thermals, and chunky knits. The textures are always warm, matte, and a little lived in. Nothing shiny, nothing loud. It's about comfort, simplicity, and blending with the outdoors while still looking absolutely adorable. Okay, now let's talk about the Granola Girl color palette, because every shade she wears is deeply inspired by nature. Her colors feel grounded, warm, and earthy, like you could find them on a hike, in a forest, or around a cozy campfire. Let's start with the greens, because Granola Girl loves her greens. From deep moss green that mirrors pine trees to soft sage, wild fern, and even muted army gray greens, she wears them all. These tones are calm, rooted, and effortlessly adventurous. She also leans into those rich, warm browns, the kind that look like tree bark or forest trails. Think warm chestnut, caramel, and even taupe. They give her outfits that soft, grounded energy. And when it comes to neutrals, she's all about it. She mixes beige, off-white, and oatmeal tones that feel cozy, clean, and simple. Don't forget about charcoal gray. It's that quiet, moody tone that keeps things balanced and gives that early morning by the fire pit kind of feel. And yes, black is totally part of her palette. It's minimal, grounding, and works perfectly with earth tones, especially when layered with softer textures like fleece or knits. As we shift into fall, her wardrobe turns into a love letter to the changing leaves. Burnt orange, rust, terracotta, and those roasted reddish browns come out to play. These colors are warm, comforting, and look amazing in that golden hour light. She might also bring in pops of color depending on the season, or her mood, like a soft mustard yellow for that vintage summer to fall transition. Or maybe a muted maroon, dusty rose, or mauve when she's feeling a little more soft and girly. And for those crisp, fresh days, she'll pull out a sky blue that reminds you of cool mountain mornings. And in the summer, it's all about that sun-faded teal, that retro, campcore kind of color that gives playful, laid-back energy. All right, now let's get into accessories, because the Granola Girl lives for her accessories. And like I said before, this girl is always prepared. Everything she carries has a purpose, but it still shows off her personality. Let's start with the essentials. You will never catch her without her hydro flask or Nalgene bottle. Hydration is a lifestyle. And on her keychain? It's like a little treasure chest of practical and personal. You'll probably find a hand sanitizer, a carabiner clip, a whistle, a mini multi-tool, maybe even a bottle opener plus a cute keychain from a national park, or a vintage thrifted charm from her last road trip. Her backpack is very, I'm ready for anything. Think a sporty, trail-style backpack or a well-worn hiking bag with lots of pockets. Inside? Trail mix, her journal, a film or digital camera, some eco-friendly sunscreen, and probably a cozy flannel in case it gets chilly. And when she's not carrying that, she's totally rocking a belt bag or fanny pack perfect for hikes, farmers markets, or casual trail walks. Now for headwear, she's into it. Whether it's a cozy beanie in the fall, a worn-in bucket hat during summer, or a scrunchie on her wrist just in case, she keeps it cute and functional. Shoes? Always ready for an adventure. She'll usually go for trail sneakers, hiking boots, or rugged outdoor shoes with the coziest patterned socks. But don't be surprised if she slips on her Uggs or another cozy option when she finds a quiet spot to relax under the trees. Her jewelry is minimal and earthy. Think friendship bracelets, colorful beaded necklaces, or handmade pieces she got at a market or made at camp. Nothing flashy, just personal, nostalgic, and super cute. And hair? Always undone in the best way. It's usually in a messy bun, a simple braid, or just tucked into her wool beanie. It's low maintenance, relaxed, and totally effortless, just like her. For sunglasses, it depends on the weather. On sunny summer days, she's got on black sporty shades, and when fall hits, she pulls out her performance hiking sunglasses, a little retro, a little practical, and very cool girl outdoorsy. And finally, makeup. Granola Girl is definitely giving clean girl energy here. Her makeup is super minimal, usually just a rosy cheek, some natural tinted SPF, and a hydrating lip balm that smells like vanilla or herbs. Maybe a tinted lip on a special day, but she's all about that sun-kissed, glowy from the outside look. Fresh-faced, low-key, and beautiful in a way that feels real. Now let's get into why the Granola Girl aesthetic is perfect for late summer to fall. I think one of the best things about the Granola Girl aesthetic is how perfectly it fits into that late summer to early fall transition. It's like you're not quite ready to give up warm weather adventures, but you're starting to crave cozy layers, hot coffee, and cool morning walks. That's exactly where this aesthetic shines. It's that in-between season mood. It's not heavy. It's not overdone. It's chill, laid back, and super cozy, but still fresh, grounded and outdoorsy. You still feel active, like you're heading out for a morning hike or sipping something warm on the porch. There's this sense of ease to it, like everything's intentional, but never trying too hard. This is really the season where the Granola Girl look comes alive. Those earthy tones start to blend in with the trees around you. The golden sunlight makes everything look softer. And suddenly that oversized fleece you threw on? It's the cutest thing ever with your mug of hot cocoa in hand. It's the kind of aesthetic that just melts into fall, from cozy socks and flannels to trail walks and journaling on the porch. And the best part? You don't have to go full Granola Girl to enjoy it. You can totally sprinkle in a few pieces, maybe a vintage hiking tee, a fleece pullover, or a pair of cargo pants, and still get that soft, earth-loving campcore energy. This aesthetic is for anyone who loves that warm, comfy, adventurous feel, whether you're deep in the woods or just vibing at home with your favorite candle and a fall playlist. It's cozy, it's grounded, it's outdoorsy, and it's the perfect style for the season we're stepping into. And there you have it. Your full guide to the Granola Girl aesthetic. Whether you're heading out for a hike, camping in the woods, or just craving that slow, grounded energy in your everyday outfits, this aesthetic is all about being comfortable, adventurous, and effortlessly chill. Let me know in the comments. Are you adding a little Granola Girl into your fall fashion this year? Maybe a fleece here, a vintage camp tee there? Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more cozy, outdoorsy content. And as always, stay beautiful, stay stylish, and I'll see you in the next one.